What's going on, Jerome's? It's 2:34 in the morning, Central Time Zone, the only time zone that matters. Oh, by the way, why is ESPN showing WWE highlights? The sports channel is reporting on fake sports, or scripted sports. Anyways, I don't know. Like, this had to be a raw, real rant. Just talking off the cuff, where Jonathan James McCarthy, right? So JJ McCarthy making his NFL starting debut, hometown, blah, 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 blah. Storylines got drilled to death, right? First half, ass. Bad play calling by Kevin O'Connell, setting up. Run game was ineffectual. Ineffective? Close enough. Offensive line without Darisaw was not great, right? But they stuck with it. McCarthy threw the pick six, and I actually think that was good for him, because you could tell there was a little bit of nervousness and jitters going on, where two hallmarks of McCarthy, which were kind of surprising. Well, I guess it's not unsurprising, right? Because it's literally his first NFL game, right? And you can practice, you can preseason all you want, but a game is a game, especially Monday Night Football, prime time, all eyes on you, Tupac style. You know what's up. And he was a little bit slow with his delivery, and he was a little bit slow getting in and out of the huddle, which are two hallmarks of his game, right? The quick release, decisiveness, and just the intangible stuff of just calling the play, getting to the line, getting the play off. That's all that stuff. A little bit of a mess, right? Kevin O'Connell, play calling wasn't great early on. The Florida's defense, first drive, not so much. And with Caleb, like we said, you have to have a little bit of a mush rush, right? And just overall, like outside the first drive, I mean, the defense was pretty damn good all night long. But it just seemed like, here we go again. Vikings got our hopes up and then got our hopes down. Lowered expectations. But then, after the pick six, and the Vikings were down 17-6, J.J. McCarthy in the huddle, and he goes in there, and Justin Jefferson relayed this. He just looks at his unit. Well, he looks at his offense in the huddle, just like, where else would you rather be? And it's true, right? Because even though things haven't gone your way, you're living out your life dream. National Football League, national TV, and you're playing with your bros, playing with your guys, and you still got a shot. And then marching down, dropping that piss missile to Jefferson right across the middle. And then that beautiful, just little archangel just like dropping it in the corner, finding the dead spot to Aaron Jones. Best receiving back in the league, by the way. And then the read option. I don't even know if it's a read option look. I think it might have been a design quarterback run on the outside. Just either way, McCarthy take around the edge, diving into the end zone. Let's go. Oh, after the 2-point conversion at Thielen, by the way. 21 points in the fourth quarter, 3 touchdowns. First time starting quarterback to ever do it. Come from behind win. Dub. First start. Exactly how they drew it up. And, obviously you'd rather have the Vikings just dominate soup to nuts, right? Just come out like a 41-3 type win. And those will come. But there's something to be said about winning gritty, don't want to say like a dirty game, low-scoring game. Well, not even low-scoring, just like a tough-ass game, right? But just one of these character-building, gritty, tough, in-division game on the road. It's pretty damn great. Oh, also, yeah, the Vikings 1-0 in the NFC North division, by the way. No big deal. And the fact that J.J. McCarthy just got off the mat, right? Because there's so many Vikings quarterbacks and so many quarterbacks writ large in the league that just would have quit after the pick six, right? And the fact that McCarthy had a really terrible game early on and didn't let it affect him, Because they talk about quicksand, right? One thing goes wrong, another thing goes wrong, and then you think that everything's going to go wrong, and self-fulfilling prophecy, right? And that's where, sometimes it seems a little hokey, but it's not. J.J. McCarthy's just stellar frame of mind. That's where his mindset helps him out. It's like, hey, we can still come back from this. We've had a very bad day, but guess what? We're coming back. And that's infectious. Because if he believes, everyone in that huddle believes, everyone on that sideline believes, and then the team believes. Then they got it done. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And the Vikings definitely thought that they could, and they did. And this showed so much about J.J. McCarthy. Because, it would have been great if he went out there, threw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, perfect passer rating, everything was good to go. But everyone looks good when things are going well. And that's true in life as well, right? When things are going well, it's easy to look like a genius. It's easy to look like a superstar. It's easy to do that. But what about when things are going terribly? Whether in a sporting event, in your life, or anything. And a lot of people, they take the easy way out. They just roll over, die, they give up, they do whatever, right? But the fact that McCarthy just put together one play, one drive, one quarter, and got up off the mat, that says a lot. And frankly, obviously it wasn't the way they drew it up, but I don't mind that this was his first start, because this showed you so much more about the character and about the determination and about the type of quarterback that he is, rather than just a blowout type win. It really did, right? Because things aren't going to be perfect, whether it's a regular season game, especially in the playoffs, especially in the Super Bowl. Like this was Tom Brady 28-3 type stuff. And Tom Brady also threw a pick 6 in that game, by the way. But this just shows Vikings fans so much about what this kid's all about, right? Because for the better part of 2 years, you could say, well, he's talking a big game, blah, 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 blah. What does this mean? And then he just came in and proved it. He just came in and said, F you. We are not losing this game. And he meant it. And he backed it up. Just amazing. Just absolutely amazing and stunning what went on. And it showed everything. It showed the mobility. It showed the accuracy. It showed the arm strength. All these other ancillary things he'll catch up with the speed of the game, as well as in and out of the huddle, become second nature. His first game cut him some slack. And just everything is coming up Millhouse right now. All right. Vikings get a tough in-division win on the road. Great. And the Vikings have themselves a freaking quarterback. And we'll just say it right now. All right. Because obviously, if he had played terrible and the Vikings lost, all the haters and losers have been like, oh, he's a bust. There we go. But since he had a good game at the end, it's just like, oh, it's just one game. You can't determine. No, you can. Because besides the stat box, besides black and white stats, beside anything, dude has a dog mentality, and the Vikings have not had one of those at quarterback in quite a while. And he and O'Connell, he and Jefferson, he and Hawkinson, he and Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, law and order this offensive line when Darisaw gets back, when Addison gets back. This is going to be an FU freight train. Runaway train, never come back. I'll just put it on the table. J.J. McCarthy is going to win the Vikings multiple Super Bowls. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. And they're strong, unlike Aaron Rodgers, calcium, son. Oh, also, that was a big thing, too. because Rodgers allegedly had a good game, all the haters would be like, "Oh, it's just on Rodgers." Now we're not. Now we sidestep. We sashay away from that, and you almost feel bad for the Bears, but then you don't. That's all. But everything's coming together. The Vikings have themselves a freaking quarterback that no matter what happens, this team's not going to give up because he won't give up. I love that. I love that for us. Can we just be happy one time? Can we, Minnesota sports fans, just be happy for like 2 milliseconds in the grand scheme of things? It'd be nice. Anyways, that's it. Raw, real rant. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull, production value.